transfer deadline day. The 5th of October, 2020. Breaking news, Thomas Partey completes Arsenal move after Gunners trigger release clause. After being linked with him for months, Arsenal have finally secured a deal for Thomas Partey, who has joined from Atletico Madrid. Arsenal have finally brought in midfield reinforcements after securing the signing of long-term target Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. Partey, 27, has cost Arsenal £45 million, €50 million, after the club opted to trigger his release clause just 32 minutes before Monday's transfer deadline, and he has signed a long-term contract. Lucas Torreira has moved in the opposite direction after agreeing to join Atletico on a season-long loan. Ghana international Partey has long been admired by Arsenal and was said to be their primary midfield target, along with Lyon's House Maouyoua, who has remained in France beyond the deadline. The Gunners were reported to have made their interest known to Atletico earlier in the window, but Los Colchoneros informed them they were unwilling to negotiate his sale. Financial constraints were said to be preventing Arsenal from simply triggering his buyout clause, but they finally stumped up the cash and got their man. Partey came through Atletico's academy after moving from his native Ghana in 2012. After loan spells with Real Mallorca and Almeria, he gradually became more prominent at Atleti and has been a regular in the first team for the past 3 seasons. Matteo Guendouzi's pointed message to Mikel Arteta after completing Arsenal exit. The Frenchman has completed a loan switch to Bundesliga side Hertha BSC for the season, having been made surplus to requirements at Arsenal by Gunners boss Mikel Arteta. Matteo Guendouzi's descent into the margins at Arsenal has been brought to an end, at least temporarily. The France under-21 midfielder, who has fallen from grace under Mikel Arteta, has completed a loan move to Hertha BSC. Guendouzi has joined the Bundesliga side on a season-long loan deal, albeit without an option to make the move permanent. Guendouzi, who joined Arsenal from Lorient in 2018, has made 82 appearances for the Gunners, but became surplus to requirements after clashing with Arteta. Initially the 21-year-old had been a key player during the early months of his Emirates tenure, with it noticeable how much Arteta particularly worked with Guendouzi during matches from the touchline. But he has not been selected in a matchday squad since a post-game incident in June's defeat at Brighton. That incident, initially involving Neil Maupay, led to further-reaching questions about his attitude, and subsequently saw him jettisoned by Arteta. Despite continued struggles to strengthen midfield during the transfer window, the Arsenal manager has stuck to his guns and refused to bring Guendouzi back into the fold, suggesting his bridges are firmly burnt with the Spaniard. Arsenal have been looking to sell Guendouzi throughout the summer, but now have had to settle for a loan move to the German capital. Guendouzi, who will wear the number 8 shirt for Hertha, declared after his signing, "The discussions with those responsible convinced me to join. I don't just want to develop personally, but help the whole association to take the next step. I'm buzzing to start life in Berlin as a Hertha player." He also took to social media to point out his delight at the prospect of playing again, with a rather subtle jab at his former boss. Excited to be back on the pitch and defend the colours of Hertha BSC. To £30 million believed to have been agreed for the Ivory Coast Youth International. A United statement reads, Manchester United have reached an agreement with Atalanta for the future transfer of Amad Diallo, one of the most exciting young prospects in Italian football. The 18-year-old Ivorian right-winger has been on the radar of United scouts since 2016, when he was spotted playing at under-15 level, and the club have been tracking his progress since. Diallo scored on his Serie A debut in the first of 3 first-team appearances last season, after rising through the youth ranks at Atalanta. He will join United at a later date, subject to medical, personal terms and work permit. United are reluctant to pin his arrival down to a specific date, but it is widely understood that the starlet will join the club in January after the finer details are concluded. Despite his position and potential, it's not thought that United see Diallo as an alternative to Jadon Sancho. The deal was independent of their approach for Ousmane Dembele, who they attempted to sign as a plan B to Sancho, but weren't able to agree on a deal with Barcelona in time for the deadline. United are expected to confirm the signing of Edinson Cavani on a free transfer before Tuesday's Champions League registration deadline. The 33-year-old is expected to wear the number 7 shirt at United for the remainder of the season, the squad number many fans had earmarked for a more long-term signing. After agreeing to cut short his deal with West Ham, Jack Wilshere insists he feels fit, strong and ready to play football. Jack Wilshere is desperate to play football and remains hungry for success after confirming his contract with West Ham has been terminated. The former Arsenal midfielder, capped 34 times by England, had not featured for the Hammers at the start of the 2020-21 season after making just 10 appearances in all competitions last term. In a statement posted on his social media accounts, the 28-year-old revealed his disappointment at the move to his boyhood club failing to work out, having signed a 3-year deal in July 2018. Wilshere also made clear that there are no concerns over his fitness, having been troubled by injuries during his career, and he is excited about what the future holds. I can confirm that I have today agreed the termination of my contract with West Ham United, Wilshere wrote. When I joined the club in the summer of 2018, I joined with great hopes and expectations and was excited to join the club I'd supported as a young boy. Unfortunately, despite all of my best efforts and intentions, it has not worked out as I'd expected. I have been fully fit for a large period of time at the club, including over the course of the last 8 months, training hard every day, but unfortunately have not been given the opportunity to play. Although I am of course frustrated that I was not able to fully showcase what I am capable of at West Ham, I remain convinced that I can still contribute at the very top of the game. I am still incredibly hungry, ambitious and desperate to play football and achieve success. I'm still only 28 and feel fit, strong and ready to play. I'm now looking forward to the future and hope to be able to make an announcement about the next stage of my career in due course. Theo Walcott move confirmed as Everton and Southampton agree deal. Theo Walcott has left Everton to join Southampton on loan in a transfer deadline day deal. Everton winger Theo Walcott has completed a loan move to Southampton on transfer deadline day. The 31-year-old has 1 year left to run on his current contract with the Blues, meaning his temporary switch to the South Coast effectively brings his time with the club to an end. The former Arsenal star made the move to Goodison Park in January 2018, becoming one of Sam Allardyce's 2 signings during his tenure in charge. Walcott quickly established himself as a mainstay in the side. And he continued to be an important figure in the squad during Marco Silva's time as manager. The winger leaves Everton having made 85 appearances in all competitions during his spell on Merseyside, scoring 11 goals in that time, with the most recent of those coming against Aston Villa at Goodison Park in July. Walcott has rejoined Southampton, where he came through the ranks and started his professional career as a youngster before SW.